Hello, hello, everybody. Aloha, Joan. Hi, Julia. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Lisa. How are you all? I am so excited to be here today with you all. Yeah, I'm cold. I'm in Arizona, and it's a little chilly for us here today. But it's a special day for me because I get to go over one of my newest online classes that's going to be launching on February 3rd with you all. Yep, the quilt here behind me, Lava Lamps, is one of the samples that I have to show you. I'm going to kind of dive deep into what you can expect from this online class and from any of my online classes. So I hope you'll stick with me and join me, and I hope that you'll share this video with some of your friends so that they can also find out about my online classes and partake, hopefully. I would love to have you in the classes. Special things that are going to be happening, so stay tuned. At the end, I'm going to talk to you about the special pricing I'm going to have too for early birds. So I hope that if you have never done curves, if you've been afraid to piece curves, that this is going to be something that you're going to want to learn. And I will tell you, I will have you piecing curves like a pro. It's a great technique, and you have lots and lots of curves in this quilt. So by the end of this quilt, you will be a pro at making curves nice and smooth. I'm going to show you how to join them, and you also get to be a designer too, because in the class I'm going to show you how to put it up on the design wall and design it kind of yourself. So a little bit of history about this quilt, and one of the reasons why I chose it is because a lot of people are afraid to piece curves. I think curves add a great bit of interest to a quilt, and I'm a big fan of them. And that can be in just a simple pieced quilt or a very complex pieced quilt. Curves add a little bit of interest to your quilt. So this is one of the reasons why I chose this particular quilt for my newest online class. Now, I first published this quilt in my book, Splash of Color, which you can find on my website. It is no longer in publication, so there's only a few copies left of it, but I will show you. Let me just show you here's the first edition of the quilt, Lava Lamps. And we all know lava lamps, right? Go back to your teenage years, and I know I had a lava lamp. So when I designed this one, and actually this was the very first quilt that I designed for my book. So it kind of brings me back, and it reminds me of those bulbous little lava floating up and down the lamp. That's why I called it lava lamps. So this quilt is relatively simple. It's a little time consuming because you have so many curves, but it is a fun quilt to do no matter what fabrics you choose. In the class, there's a lot of bullet points here that I want to go through so that you kind of know what you're going to get. You don't have to have the book to be in the class. In the class, you are going to get a PDF download of the pattern. I have made it a singular pattern for you all, and you will get this inside the class. So that is one of the things that you will have already. It's included in the cost of the class. So I made these little cards that have these little bullet points. And sorry if there's a reflection. I do have a light on here because it's a little darker in my studio today because it's a little cloudy. So if you're getting a little bit of a reflection, I apologize. Anyway, what you're going to get in the class is when you join any one of my online classes, you get lifelong access You buy the class and it's yours forever. So you can watch it at your own pace, which is phenomenal. And what I always recommend to anybody is to watch the entire class through one time first before you do anything. Then go back and watch each lesson and get yourself started. And you can basically watch a video, do that step that I talk about in that video. When you complete with that, then move on to the next video, and then so on and so forth. So in this class, you get step-by-step video instruction from me, which I hope you'll enjoy. I go pretty in detail in each video. Then you have, I believe it's 10 full videos. You get your PDF download for your supplies, so you have a full supply list, and I also go through in video about, I go over each supply that you need, so I will answer questions about that in the video as well. So you have that as well, and this is the same throughout my online classes too. So you have the downloadable pattern, the downloadable supply sheet. You also will have the ability to ask me questions. Yes, they've been pre-recorded, but you can ask questions inside the class. I get a notification that you've asked a question, and I will answer that question. If there happens to be a student in the class at that time, and they want to help, and they want to answer that question, or guide you in the right direction, they can also do that. So you get interaction with other students. So it's really cool. You can post pictures in there as well so that I can see what you're talking about and other students can see. We can also share our fabric selections, etc. Speaking of fabric selections, so I know a lot of you have expressed interest over the quilts behind me. These are my fabrics, Color Splash and Opposites Attract. And yes, there will be a kit for this quilt. They will be limited because I don't have an unlimited supply of these fabrics. So once I no longer have enough, the kits will all be sold out. But there will be kits available as soon as this class launches on February 3rd. So that's another that's outside the class, so that's a separate purchase. And it will be on my website, so I will have those available when the class launches. Then, so you have that ability to interact with the students, other students, and ask questions, see their fabric choices, which I think is kind of fun. I also have a Facebook group for CVQW, Canton Village Quiltworks, online classes. So I have a Facebook group for that, and you can post pictures in there if you're in Facebook as well and ask questions in there. Now, one of the things that I will tell you, when you register for one of my classes, if you opt out of emails, I cannot send you any updates to the class. It's not for an e-newsletter when you're opting into the email. It is strictly for me to provide you with more information about the class that may come up, that you may want to see, that you can't necessarily see if you've opted out of the email. So when you sign up, please don't opt out of the email, because if I have something I need to pass along to you, I will need to do it through email. More than likely. I will post in the Facebook group, but a lot of you may not have Facebook either. So don't opt out of that email. So when you sign up for the class, please put your email address in that you want to be reached at. It's not a newsletter. It's just strictly for me to send you information regarding the class. That's it. The class, because it's been pre-recorded, it is completely self-paced, which I alluded to before. You can do this at your own pace. So if you don't want to start it on the day you enrolled, you don't have to. You can enroll for it in February and not start it till April. You can start it at your own leisure, which is the best thing to do. It's like having the teacher come to your class when you're ready. Not when she's ready, but when you're ready. So you have that all to yourself whenever you are ready to do it. You have the ability to rewind. So if you thought you saw me do something, but you weren't quite sure and you wanted to check it out again, you can go back and rewind. And I have also gone through great lengths. I have closed captioned this whole series of all my online classes are closed captioned. So if you want to see the subtitles, you want to see what I'm saying, just click on the CC and you'll have those subtitles right there so you know exactly what I'm saying. Yes, I have hand edited each one, so what I'm saying is actually in the captions. So that's there for you too, because I know I like when I'm doing something, I also like to have it up there as a visual as well. Because like I said, sometimes you might hear me say something, but it wasn't quite what I said, and the subtitles will tell you exactly what I said. So you have that as well. So that's awesome to have that. Now, the other cool thing is that this class, this quilt, I kind of rewrote it for the purposes of this class, sort of rewrote it. So the original quilt, which I'm going to put up a picture of it up on the screen here for you. Let's see if I can. I have to look across at here and see if I can find the actual, I think this is it. There it is. This is the original quilt. I'm going to just put it to the side of me. There we go. That's the original quilt. Let me go this way. That's the original one. Now this one is a little bit smaller than this one behind me. So the original quilt is 53.5 by 64.5. So I show you two methods on how to make this quilt. You can make the smaller one or you can make the larger one. The smaller one is made with the templates that are provided in the pattern. And I show you how to go about making those. The larger one behind me is created with my Links and Curves template set. So those are an optional purchase for you. I go about the whole class and you'll see how I tell you how to cut them out. This one, the quilt behind me, the larger size is 63 by 80. Like I said, the smaller one is 53 by 64.5 and the larger one is 63 by 80. I like the convenience of using the template set only because it's just easier to do the rotary cutter, but you can use the template provided in the pattern as well. So you don't have to have the template set. Just remember that your quilt will be smaller, which is fine. Not a big deal. So that's the original quilt. I want to show you some more examples, and I have the original quilt down below here. I'll hold it up in just a little bit. I want to show you some other examples, other quilts. So this one here, this one is another version. So this is kind of where you get to be your own designer, and I talk about it in class. So my friend Caroline Berman made this for the book, and she just wanted, it's totally scrappy, believe it or not, but it's just 3 colors. So she did a variety of different reds, a variety of different blacks, and a variety of different whites. But she created it so it looks like there's columns. And in the class, we're going to delve into the whole column thing. So you'll learn about that in class, which is really interesting. So this is like another version. Then, let's see if I'm clicking on the right ones here. This one here, so these two, this is on my left. So, well, let's do this. It'll be easier for me to explain because I'm not sure which way you're looking at it. So the green and the black one are my friend Kyra. She created that one. Those are actually created with all my fabric collections, believe it or not. She used just a pure black background with a variety of different blacks, and she loves green. So she used all the greens from all my different collections and created that. On the other side is my friend Lisa's. She created lava lamps and she did her own little design. It's not the same layout, if you notice, as Kyra's, which is the original layout. Lisa did a slightly different layout. She moved the circles around a little bit and created different lava, if you will. But she used earthy tones and a variety of different neutrals for the backgrounds because she wanted it to go in her house, and it goes beautiful. She has it hanging on the wall in her house and it absolutely looks gorgeous. So there's lots of different options for this. Let me see if I can find the other one. Where is it? Is it this one? Ah, there we go. Look at this, is side by side. So these are the original one, which is in the book, and they are just spots and dots, and basically it's black and white fabrics, but there's a variety of them that they are with a splash of color inside, ergo the name of my book, Splash of Color. So the whites have a little bit of color, the blacks have a little bit of color, and then you have that lava lamp look. The middle one is the one that's behind me with my two fabric collections, Opposites Attract and Color Splash, which is the one that I will be kitting. And the one on the other side, the black, red, and the white, again, is my friend Caroline's. So you can see the different options here that are provided for this. So it's going to be a fun class. I'm just saying, I love it. I want to show you, let me see if I can hold it up for you here. I'm going to just pull the book out of the way. Actually, and I want to give you a little close-up. Now this is going to be the first time trying this. So the software that I use to do these videos is connected to my phone. And I want to show you an up close of, let's see if I could do this, an up close. I'm going to switch cameras here, if I can get it. Okay, so now I'm going to be showing you in class how to line up these intersections so you get a nice, perfect match here at the intersections, and you get a perfectly beautiful seam that is stitched and not appliqued. But you can see where that intersection is, and you can see how it comes together. So I'm going to show you how to do that in class. And here's another spot where the intersections come together. But this is the very first quilt that I did for the book. And it's just so much fun. And I feel the more fabrics you use, the funkier and more fun it is. So these are all techniques and things that I'm going to show you in class how to do. So let me just switch back, and I'm going to hold this up for you. Let me switch back. Okay, so this, I also have my friend Kyra's quilt here. I want to show this to you, what I can show to you. It's the green and black one. I will be quilting this for her, so that's why it's here. It's just the top right now. I haven't had the time to get it on the machine yet. I was a little bit under the weather between Christmas and New Year's. I got better, and then after New Year's I got sick again. I had a head cold. Both times I had a head cold, and I just finally kicked it out to the curb somewhere. So I'm glad about that. Knock on wood, I don't get the head cold again, because I don't like being stuffed up. That wasn't fun. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to hold up the original quilt too. So this is smaller, but this is the original lava lamps. And you can see I used a variety of different fabrics, a lot of fun fabrics. I collect, for those of you that know me, I collect black and white fabrics, and I also collect black and white fabrics with a bit of color in them. So that's the original quilt. And let's see if I can do this for you. I'm not sure how this will work, but let's see if I can let's see if I can make this work for you. I'm going to go to my phone again. Okay, so here's the templates. Why is it not? There we go. There we go. Sorry. So this is the size of the quarter circle. Now see, this is the small size. Can you see? This is the large size. So the large size is quite a bit bigger. So the quilt behind me will reflect that size. And yes, I have in the pattern, I have taken into consideration that, and I have the correct yardage amounts, etc. So if you don't buy a kit, you will have that information in the downloadable pattern for yourself when you get into the class. So if you get into the class and you're wondering where the pattern is, it's in the class. It's a download. It's one of the lessons, and they go in order. So it's there, and it's also there with the supply list, which I go over again in class. So that is, okay, so I have a couple special things too. I also want to answer questions. So let me scroll back here, and you have to pardon me, but I got to lean over just a little bit so I can see your questions, because I can't see that far and the camera's pretty far away. So let's see. If you have any questions, now's the time to type them in, and I will answer whatever questions you have. Let's see. Julie has the book. Awesome. Let's see. Here's Julia's question. Will you have other kits if you run out of the current one? I sure can. I can definitely mock up different versions and show people what they would look like so they could see, and then make those kits available. I will have more fabric collections coming out, so I certainly can mock them up in those, or even make a new one, because I love this quilt so much. So I could possibly do another one. And speaking of, I also have 3 more classes that I'm editing that are going to be coming out this year. So I should mention this before I go any further. If you want to know about any of the classes, including this one, the launch date, etc., the details, make sure you're signed up for my e-newsletter. I will put the link in the description here. Just click on the link, go sign up for my newsletter. If you don't get it already, you'll want to get it. Typically I don't put it out very often. It's usually about once a month when I'm usually having a sale. When I'm leading up to a class, it's about once a week. So probably for the next couple of weeks, there'll be one newsletter a week. But other than that, I don't really put it out a lot. So sign up. I only give you up-to-date news or sales information in the newsletter. So if you're not signed up, please sign up for that. And that way you'll be sure to be notified when the class launches and any special deals that I'm having. Okay, let's see what other questions, if there are any, down below. Let's see. So let's see. Oops. Betsy says, I love the idea of having closed caption available for the class, right? I love that. And I don't know about any of you, but when I'm watching TV, even if I'm watching a movie or Netflix or whatever I'm watching, I love having the captions up there, especially if somebody on the show has an accent and I'm not quite familiar with it, and so I don't catch what they're saying. It's awesome to have that. So closed captioning is in all my classes. So yeah, it is a major plus for sure. I agree. Let's see, Julia. Let's see. Julia's got another question. Are the dimensions of the pattern different from the book pattern? So we'll go over that again. So the book pattern is the smaller one. So the one in the book is the one that held up. It is small. It's the smaller one. It's 53 by 64 and a half. But you can still make that one because the templates are in the book and the templates are on the downloadable pattern. And I show you in class how to create those templates yourself. The one behind me is larger, and that one is 63 by 80, so it is bigger. And to get that size, you definitely need the templates, the rulers on my site, the links and curves, and I'll put a link for those here. Those are on the supply list as a downloadable supply list as well. So, yeah, so they are two different sizes. Let's see. Okay, so I've got a couple things to tell you. I want to tell you about the price of the class, right? So when I launch, for a very short period of time, there's going to be early bird pricing. The price will go up. So the early bird pricing for, I believe it's going to be probably about 2 weeks long, is going to be $38 for the whole class. That means you get all the video lessons, you get the downloads, you get me, you have it for life. After the 2 weeks, the price is going to go up. So $38 is awesome because that includes the price of the pattern too. So I hope you take advantage of the early bird pricing. But remember to make sure you get in on that early bird pricing, make sure you're signed up for my newsletter so you know when the class launches. It's going to be February 3rd, but you might forget about that. I'll remind you in a newsletter. If you're on my social media on Facebook or Instagram, I will make sure you're reminded there as well. So that's going to be happening February 3rd. I'm super excited. I hope you're excited too. If you are excited, please share this video on your social media or share it with a friend via email, whatever. I would love for as many people who might be interested in making this quilt to have the ability to do so. So if you would kindly share it, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And give me a thumbs up if you can. Click it if you like it. And also subscribe to my channel if you don't mind. I would appreciate that as well. Now, I want to give you another little sneak peek. I've been showing this on my social media, and I know a lot of you have been asking me about it. And it has been so much fun. I'm creating a new pattern. So it's in the test phases now, and it's also being written. We're figuring out yardage amounts, etc. It's another paper piece pattern, and it's just so much fun. But I'm only going to show you one block here because I just don't have anything. I don't have it up on my design wall yet, but I'll be posting pictures in the coming days because I'm almost done with all the blocks, which I'm so excited about. But anyway, this is one of my newest blocks of a quilt that I'm making and testing right now. So I have a new pattern coming. It's a new pattern, not class. I've been asked if it will be a class, but that's a way off right now because the pattern's not even written yet. Well, it's in the writing phases right now and testing phases, but this is one of the blocks. So if you like paper piecing, this is a cool one because it has a couple secondary designs that happen when you start putting the blocks together, and it's got a cool border. I just love it. And this is all done, I'm doing it all in my honeycomb fabric collection from Island Batik. So that's super exciting, and I love the summery, sherbety colors, and really it will look great. I've mocked it up in other colors too. It looks great in other colors, and also with a darker background as well. So this is one. I'll turn it around a little bit so you can just kind of see it from different angles. So this is just one of the blocks, but if you can imagine, if you want to see 4 of these blocks together, I did post pictures of them on my Instagram and on my Facebook. So check it out and stay tuned for that one. So I'm excited about that. I'm hoping maybe late spring to launch that pattern. We'll see. Cross your fingers. So let's see if there's any other questions. Yay, Julia's beyond excited. Yay. She loves the quilt. Thanks, Julia. I appreciate that. Oh, and Joan also, I know she does. Hi, Joan. Aloha. Joan's from Hawaii. Aloha, Joan. I know how much Joan loves paper piecing. She's done a few of my quilts, so I appreciate the fact that you love paper piecing as much as I do. I love curves and I love paper piecing. Yay! So I'm just super, super excited, though, about this quilt behind me, the lava lamps, and the class that's going to be launched in just a couple weeks. I cannot tell you how much is going into the launching, how much preparation. I will be cutting kits this next week so that they'll be ready when the launch happens. So I hope you will all join me, and I hope you invite your friends, send them the link, sign up for my newsletter, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up. And I will be back soon with another live, and I wish you all a fantastic rest of the week. Happy quilting. And by the way, check out the other videos in the links here on the screen that you'll see at the end. If you go back and watch it again, I'm going to have some other videos here that you can link to and watch. My YouTube channel has tons of tutorials on it. So have a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining me. Love you all. Happy quilting.